And we have joining us from Rivers State, and that's the chairman, Rivers State Civil Society Organization, Comrade Enefa George Will. We also have our correspondent on ground there, who is, to give us update on what's happening, and that's Austin Azu. Good afternoon, gentlemen. I'll start with you, Austin. I mean, we learned, we heard of protests in Rivers State. Just paint a picture for us how peaceful or unpeaceful the protest has been so far.
Well, this morning, when the NLC and TUC from their joint press conference yesterday, that they suspended their protest. However, some other persons loyal to the FCT minister actually came out and they defied the police order and they went into the protest this afternoon. However, they protested across the 21 local government areas in Rivers State, excluding 2 other local governments. But the protest seems to be very peaceful, unlike what they anticipated, because of the heavy presence of the security personnel across the 23 local government areas here in Rivers State. So at the moment, we have not heard about any casualty from the protest so far.
Well, we understand that organized labor planned to stage a protest today, but then following the orders of the state police commissioner, that protest was, was suspended. What's been the reaction now to these protests happening?
Well, this other protest that just happened this afternoon was a counter-protest. Because of the suspected infiltration, according to the NLC and TUC, that the protest might likely be hijacked by suspected hoodlums and politicians. Hence, they cancelled their own protest. Today now, the pro-Wike were out for their own protest against the decision of the governor. Of course, you know quite well that these other people were angry about the process, that ordinarily their tenure was extended, but due to the governor's interference, they have to, ask them from their seats. So they were still angry, protesting against the decision of the governor. And the situation at this point in time is still at the appeal court, so everybody is still anxious, waiting for the decision of the appeal. But their protest today, goes to show that they are not happy with the process, that they are still challenging it, while they are calling on the governor to revert his own decision.
All right, Austin, thank you so much for your updates. We'll keep in touch with you to see how things pan out. Thank you so much, Austin. Let me now move to our guest, Enefa George Will. If you can hear me, I'll kick off by asking you what you make of the protest that held today, despite orders by the State Commissioner of Police for any protests not to be staged at all in Rivers State. Recall that organized labor in Rivers State scheduled a protest today, but then had it cancelled.
For us, from where we stand as organized society in the state, we must state it clearly that the Commissioner of Police, or even the Inspector General of Police, or the President, don't have the right to stop any protest. Protest is a right of citizens, and they have the right to assemble and freely express themselves. However, the issues for today's protest is quite funny, or the reason is quite funny. And what is it? Persons who spend rather spare legally as granted by the Constitution are going about protesting, and whatever reasons best known to them, they are saying that they are relying on Amewule and Co., who, as far as we are concerned as organized society, are no longer lawmakers. They're relying on laws made by them to continue to stay in power in contravention to the express provision of our Constitution, who says that every local government would have to stay for three years. But we have to say this. It is their right to protest, insofar as it is peaceful and they didn't get violent. But let's look at the issues as they are and put them in perspective. What are the issues? The issues are that the immediate past local government chairman, their tenure have expired. They have served out the lifespan of their tenure, which is 3 years. That is one. Two, elections have not been conducted. And because elections have not been conducted, in the wisdom of the governor, he exercises executive powers by setting up critical committee. That is one part. Three, it is equally the fact that it is not peculiar to Rivers that critical committees are set up. In the state of the Inspector General of Police, at one time or the other, the governors have set up critical committee. In the state of the...
But doesn't that contravene the Constitution of Rivers State? Inaugurating caretaker committee.
No, there are laws. There are laws within the in the provisions of the Rivers State law that empowers governors to set up critical committee. But I must say this that it is actually illegal. It is actually illegal to set up critical committee. Yes, I must say this. It's actually illegal. Our constitution does not contemplate critical committee, and this is a lesson for all of us, to all sides. Elections to local government councils must be conducted before the expiration of the existing council. Now, those who are crying foul today are the same persons who empowered the immediate past governor to set up critical committee. Now, today they are crying, and it's a lesson to the current governor. When the current local government chairman tenures, when he conducts elections, before the incoming local government chairman, before their tenure expires, RISEC and the government of Rivers State should liaise and conduct elections. And these are the issues. Now everybody is crying. But we must say that as at today, elections have not been conducted in the local government. And the governor has set up critical committees. I am not saying that it is what the constitution said, but because there is lacuna, the governor has to exercise executive power. And that power can be exercised by the governor and not the House of Assembly. Not in Rivers State, not in Abia State, not in Lagos, not in Abuja, not in no state can the legislature either set up critical committee or make a law against our constitution that has said that local government chairmen can only stay for 3 years, can stretch their tenure. The legislature don't the House of Assembly, either in Rivers or any other state for that matter.
Mr. George Will. If I may come in here, you said something earlier on. You talked about the rights of citizens to protest, according to the Constitution of Nigeria. Just to add a bit of fact to that, I mean, organized labor in Rivers State, mentioned that they suspect the protest will be hijacked by the fifth columnist, and so that's why they decided to suspend the protest. Now, moving away from that, how do you think this protest impacts the political stability and even governance in Rivers State, looking at the local government levels of Rivers State?
Now, let's put these things in perspective. First, the organizing society that first of all declared asking the police to vacate the council secretariat because they cannot turn the state into a police, and that the governor in the interim has after the state executive powers committee. After then, the organized labor equally gave them Monday. And because organized labor and civil society had said that we are going to protest if they don't vacate office, immediately politicians loyal to the former governor of the state and the outgone local government chairman now immediately begin to blackmail us, subtle threats, and before you know, the same Monday, they are now coming out to protest. Even when the original mastermind of the protest for today had called it off. But like I said earlier, it is within their rights to protest. You see, but this particular protest, as far as we are concerned, is mischief. It is mischief because it was intended to cause crisis, it was intended to cause misgiving, and that was when we gave way for them to do whatever they want to do, not because the Commissioner of Police said so. I must put that on record. The Commissioner of Police or the IG or the Governor or the President don't have that right to stop any citizen. But this particular person currently persons loyal to the FCT Minister, who is the immediate past governor of the state, and persons loyal to the outgone and immediate past local government chairman, River State, as far as I'm concerned, is pure mischief. It's pure mischief. But it's all good for our democracy. But the truth must be said.
When you say it's mischief, what are your facts? I mean, what evidence do you have to substantiate that claim? But then I must thank you so much for your time.
If your tenure has expired, what are you protesting for? Ask them.
We must end the interview on the news now. Thank you so much for your time on the news, Comrade Enefa George Will, Chairman, River State Civil Society Organizations. Many thanks once again.